What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and I will be giving you guys my top 5 threats to the UFC Flyweight female division. I promise you guys, I give you guys a top 5 threats for every female class, and I guess I said every weight class, not every female class, but and while saying every weight class, that does include those fucking those bitches. So I do gotta add them. I mean, the strawweights was easy because it's actually a competitive division, but these other females, man, they got to go, bro. And this flyweight division, I think I'm just gonna be roasting these girls. I mean, real talk. The champion is a legitimate champion. No disrespect to her, she's actually been, phenomenal. At 135, she was a legitimate contender. She did get beat the first time against Nunez, but the second time she fought Nunez, she actually did all right. She went to a split decision with her. I thought the fight was really boring. That's why I'm always like puzzled by the fact that people really want to rewatch that, but or see a trilogy out of those two. I don't know why, but I wasn't really. It wasn't really that really. It was a technical fight, but I mean, it wasn't really anything special when they fought. And after she took those L's to Nunez, she went down. I mean, I forgot the Brazilian girl's name, but she killed a girl at flyweight in her flyweight debut. I remember it was like the Machida Eric Anders card. I remember when it happened too. It was wild what she did to. Persil. I think Persil Cachoeira or something like that. Something crazy like that. And she murdered her. And then she literally made a girl, Nico Montana, give up her belt. I was puzzled about that whole entire Nico Montana and Valentina Shevchenko situation. I felt really bad for Valentina that she had to deal with that. I mean, Cone and Nico has went out there and got her ass beat by Juliana Pena, and it has been. I mean, dude, lately, since I do pay attention to full card picks. I've been doing full card predictions for at least I think a good 6 months now, maybe a whole year. I think we can finally say that. And I have always seen Nico Mont. I think I've talked about 3 canceled Nico Montana fights last year. I think I did, and she did. She's a piece of work, and I do wonder why she's still in the company, but it is what it is. But back to Valentino. Valentina fights Joanna Jacek, does her thing over there. Fights Jessica I. I mean, that was murder. Beat Caitlin. No, was it? No, it wasn't Caitlin. It was Liz Carmouche. Beat her in a rematch. I think Liz actually has a win over her. Then beats Caitlin Chukagian. And then fights Jennifer Maia. And she's been on a tear at flyweight, but we all know these girls are not on our level. But I will give you guys a decent top 5 threats to her. But don't be mad when I'm laughing at a lot of these girls, please. But at number 5, I actually like this girl a lot. Alexa Grasso, man. Alexa Grasso looked really, really good against Macy Barber. Macy Barber is hilarious, bro. People were giving me shit for not picking Macy, bro. And that girl was on the embeddeds, was talking crazy, dude. That girl, oh man, she's a piece of work, bro. Man, that girl really thought she was gonna be a champ, bro. I'm not trying to laugh at the girl, but she seems like a sweetheart. But man, oh my god, like I mean, people were telling me, oh, Macy Barber hits different. What the fuck? Maybe she hits the air different, and like, but I don't know. Grasso outclassed her in the boxing, in the grappling. I think Grasso, she's always been a girl. I think we've all have our eye on, right? And we've all seen her talent. But she always had those weight cutting issues at 115. She does have a win over Karolina Kovacevic. I know Karolina she's obviously like not what she used to be, but that girl was a former title contender. She did beat Rose Namajunas, so she does have wins over decent people on her record. And Alexa Grasso, fucking she lit her up, man. That was a hard one for Carolina to take. And Gracie, I mean, she could get really ready for Valentina. I don't think even at Gracie at her full potential, I don't know if she can beat her. I think it would be kind of like Irene Aldana versus Holly Holm. I think it would be like, it'll be a very technical fight, and I think Valentina knows how to manage distance, and I don't know if a Gracie works with Irene, and I mean I was really high on Irene Aldana. I still like her, but man, that girl does not know how to cut the cage, and I feel like her coaches didn't teach her, and she has similar coaches to Gracie, and I don't even think Gracie knows how to cut the cage properly. So it's just one of those things it is what it is. But she's a legitimate talent, and I can see her being a top 5 flyweight because the flyweight division is trash, y'all. Bro, like who's above her? Like fucking Roxanne Modafferi. But it is what it is. And at number 4, I got Viviana Ajaru, or I think that's how you say her name. Viviana, man, she does have that loss to Jessica I, which is shameful. But man, I was really impressed with her Roxanne Modafferi performance, and she's been looking really decent lately. She beat Montana Del Rosa. I think she's a legitimate girl. She has a lot of talent. I think she will fight for a belt. I don't know if she's ever gonna beat Valentina, but most of these girls. I mean, this list I'm doing is like it's like I feel like all 4 of these girls can't beat Valentina. I only have one really where I feel like they have a chance. I don't even think she has a chance, but I do think she has a chance to contend for a title. I think she's going to be fighting Caitlin Chukagian, and I think she beats Caitlin. I think she can really beat her. Caitlin is hard to beat, but I think she can do it, and I think she will fight for a title one day in her future. And she's just been, I think her only problem is that she gasses out, but she's super good everywhere. Her boxing's crisp. Her wrestling, her jiu-jitsu, it's all good. It's just, can she maintain it for 5 rounds or 3 rounds even? So that's what really hinders her. At number 3, and this is, I know some of you guys might disagree with me, I got Cynthia Calvillo. I know Cynthia just lost her last fight to Caitlin Chukagian, but Cynthia did beat Jessica I, and I know this doesn't even look good anymore, but Jessica was the number 1 flyweight in the world, y'all. Like, bro, what the fuck? At one point in the world, Jessica I, can tell her kids, or if she ever oh my God, if she ever has some kids, bro. But like, she can tell her kids, and I can't even say she's lying, that she was the number 1 flyweight in the world. In the UFC. Maybe she could even say that in MMA. Imagine that. Bro, she can tell her kids that she was the best in the world. Well, she can't really tell her kids she was the best in the world, but she was, besides the champion, the best flyweight in the world. She could show them photos with a number 1 onto her name because, she's ranked, right? Thank God Jessica has lost some of her fights, but oh my God. But Cynthia beat that girl, and Cynthia's always, she does train at AKA, so there is some bias. Y'all know me, I love AKA. I still think AKA is the greatest gym of all time. Y'all don't understand, but it's just facts. We just the goats. We just better than the rest. It's just, that's how it's been. But so I do root for her because she does fight out of that gym. But the thing is, she has really good wrestling, and that's what's always going to separate her from a lot of these girls is her wrestling. Against Chukagian, Chukagian was very long and rangy, and she had a hard time trapping her to go for those takedowns. And, she ended up getting outpointed. But it is what it is, We live and we learn. I still think she will, all she needs is 1 win. And I think she's right back there, I really do. If she fights Lauren Murphy, after Lauren takes the L in her next fight, in my humble opinion, I think she can get right back in those title talks, or maybe run it back with Caitlin, or fights Alexa Gracie. I think she can get back there. I think she's not. It's not impossible for her to be back in those title talks. At number 2, I got Joanne Calderwood. I know a lot of people. This is interesting. I will preface this and say Lauren Mueller is not on this list. I know that probably might piss some people off, but it is what it is. No disrespect to Lauren. I know she is number 3 in the world, but she is going to be fighting Joanne, and I think Joanne's actually going to beat her. That's just how I feel. I might be wrong. You never know. But I just think Lauren is the better fighter out of the not Lauren. Joanne is the better fighter out of the two. And Joanne was supposed to fight for a title, so it's like, and she's coming off a win over Jessica Ai, which a lot of these girls are, which is kind of funny. I think she's in real talks to fight for a belt, and she will also get dismantled by fucking Valentina Shevchenko. Y'all probably heard that, but y'all know me. I live in the cuts, so someone probably got murdered. But it is what it is. But back to the topic. Joanne will get dismantled. So there's nothing really to talk about there, y'all. But at number 1, the real contender, the real savior. Well, it's not savior, but the one that will break Valentina's neck. My girl, pile driver, Jessica Andrade. I think this girl, Jessica, can do it, man. And she's going to be fighting this Saturday, and she is the number 1 threat to Valentina Shevchenko. To say Jessica doesn't have a chance is just fucking ludicrous. If you're betting on this fight, you're betting on Valentina, you're betting on Valentina's greatness, and I get that. But to say that the odds are not insane, I mean, you're acting like Jessica's not a former champion. She has a win over Rose Namajunas. You saw what she did to Karolina Kovacevic. She ended that girl's life. Like, her soul, real talk. I don't see a lot of girls knock out other girls with punches. A lot. You don't really see that a lot. Right? Jessica's one of those girls that has legitimate knockout power. I would not be surprised, y'all, if she knocks this bitch out. Now, I am picking Jessica by decision. I think she will use more of her wrestling to win the fight. But, I mean, Jessica is live for a finish. Jessica is my girl. I like Jessica a lot. She's one of my favorite female fighters of all time. When she fought Rose Namajunas, and all you fucking Rose dick riders were talking all this nonsense, right? In the first fight, I told y'all she was going to pick that girl up and slam her on her neck. And she did what she did, bro. I was so proud of her. Bro, I was so proud of her when she broke her fucking... She didn't break her neck, but, I was so proud of her. But it is what it is. Jessica will get it done. Hashtag and new. Y'all already know. Valentina, your time is up. Ain't no bullets coming my way. All right? But it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's it for my top 5 threats. I hope I didn't sound too crazy on this. But go follow me on my Instagram. Go follow me on my Twitter. Love y'all and goodbye. Oh, yeah. And don't forget to, if you're new, subscribe. Go click the notification button. Like, share, and comment. Tell me how you feel. So it is what it is. Love y'all and goodbye.